Hello everyone, I'm your host Akanksha Mishra and you are watching our YouTube channel TNB Academy. When something goes wrong in your workplace, maybe the lighting is too dim, the noise is unbearable or an accident occurs, the question is who is responsible for fixing it? Is it the quality manager under ISO 9001 or the safety officer under ISO 45001? The answer is not as straightforward as it seems. Both standards address the work environment, but they do so from very different perspectives. Understanding these differences is crucial to avoiding confusion, saving time and staying compliant. This session will explore how ISO 9001 and ISO 45001 define, manage and improve the work environment, where they overlap and how organizations can integrate them for maximum benefit. Now, what work environment means in ISO 9001? Clause 7.1.4 defines the work environment as the physical, social, and psychological conditions under which people perform their task. This includes lighting, temperature, ergonomics, team culture, and stress management, all aimed at supporting product or service quality. In ISO 45001, however, the focus is on occupational health and safety. The work environment here is viewed through the lens of hazard identification, risk control, and prevention of injury or ill health. Both approaches are valid, but they serve different purposes. ISO 9001 is about performance and customer satisfaction, while ISO 45001 is about worker health, safety, and compliance with legal requirements. ISO 9001's perspective, quality focus. From ISO 9001's point of view, the work environment is a resource that directly impacts quality. Physical factors like adequate lighting, noise control, and ergonomics ensure accuracy and reduce errors. Social factors like teamwork and communication encourage smoother operations, while psychological factors like motivation and low stress boost productivity. For example, in a call center, ISO 9001 would focus on reducing background noise to improve call quality and customer service. In manufacturing, it would ensure proper lighting and workspace arrangement to prevent defects. ISO 45001's perspective, safety and risk focus. ISO 45001 takes a safety-first approach to the work environment. It prioritizes identifying hazards, assessing risk, and implementing control measures. This includes ensuring machinery has safety guards, ventilation systems are functional, floors are slip-resistant, and workers receive safety training. The ultimate goal is zero harm. For example, in a factory, ISO 45001 would ensure chemical exposure is controlled, emergency exits are accessible, and PPE is used correctly. Audits in this context focus on hazard registers, incident reports, and the effectiveness of corrective actions. Now, where they overlap? The overlap between ISO 9001 and ISO 45001 occurs in areas like ergonomics, environmental comfort, and employee morale. These factors influence both quality and safety. For example, an overheated production area may cause workers to make mistakes, a quality issue, and also lead to heat stress, a safety issue. This gray zone is where both standards have a shared responsibility and effective coordination can deliver better results for the organization. PDCA in both standards. Both ISO 9001 and ISO 45001 rely on the Plan, Do, Check, Act cycle, but they use it differently. In ISO 9001, the cycle is applied to maintain and improve quality by planning workplace improvements, implementing them, measuring results with quality (KPIs), and standardizing successful changes. In ISO 45001, PDCA is applied to manage health and safety risk, planning hazard controls, implementing safety measures, reviewing incident data, and improving safety systems. The key difference lies in the data used for the check stage, quality metrics in ISO 9001, safety performance indicators in ISO 45001. Now let's discuss who owns the work environment. Ownership depends on the nature of the issue. If it impacts product or service quality, it falls under the quality manager and the ISO 9001 system. If it affects health and safety, it is the safety officer's responsibility under ISO 45001. If it affects both, responsibility should be shared, often through an integrated management system, that is IMS. The best approach is to have a joint review committee that addresses work environment issues from both quality and safety perspectives, ensuring no gaps or conflicts. Integrating ISO 9001 and ISO 45001. An integrated approach avoids duplication and creates a unified strategy. This involves having a single policy that addresses both quality and safety. Shared objectives such as reducing noise for both performance and safety, combined audits and joint training programs. For example, a manufacturing plant that integrated its ISO 9001 and ISO 45001 audits reduced audit time by 30% and improved both product quality and safety performance. The work environment is not owned exclusively by quality or safety. It is the responsibility of the entire organization. ISO 9001 ensures it supports performance, while ISO 45001 ensures it protects people. Together, they create a workplace that is both productive and safe. Managing them separately can lead to missed opportunities, but integrating them fosters a culture of excellence. The action step is clear. Review your workplace today, identify which issues fall under quality, safety, or both, and develop a joint improvement plan that benefits everyone. Thanks for watching this detailed session, and I, Akanksha Mishra, will see you in the next episode of TNB Academy.